Hi, I have a quick update video, and this one here is, I know, the first video I've posted in a few days. This one is the first 1,000 points of my vampire counts, if we're using 8th edition. It's not 6th edition legal because that necromancer is on a corpse cart, which is hard to... There we go. And yes, he is missing a zombie, puller dude, but I don't know where he is. He's come off at some point, so I just need to find him, paint him up, and get him on there. 36 skeletons, 2 units of those. 24 ghouls, and then 2 units of 5 dire wolves. The goal with this army was to get a fairly large model count done in a short period of time. I've been painting these for 1 week, and this is 1,000 points. And the total model count is, what is that, 72, 96, 107 models in a week. I really can't complain. I'm happy with how it's worked out. Obviously, I did a lot of, the cheater method, some people might call it. But for me, this was a case of I wanted to try my hand at a larger number of models, as I said, in a very speedy amount of time. I am going to take a little break from these guys just to, kind of, relax my mind from painting the monotonous, repetitive whites and greens and grays that they're kind of just repeating over and over again for the color scheme I've gone with. But also, I do need to paint some Gretchen up, actually. Not Gretchen, Noblars. I've realized I'm going to be playing a game of 6th edition somewhat soon, I believe. And I want to take a scrap launcher, which I need some Noblars, so I'm going to paint 8 Noblar trappers. Those guys will be coming along sometime this week. I just need to basically get them all on their bases and prime them up so that I can do a quick paint job on them so that I can have 8 painted up Noblars to justify, or not justify, but allow my scrap launcher. Yeah, the corpse cart, I definitely went with more just like the gross, rotten, pus-filled look for the zombies. It's not showing up super great on the camera. I think it's just the lighting I have is not ideal, but from a distance, it does the job. It does stand out, but in a way that everything sort of runs together on that pile, which also, that was a big deal for me. I didn't want to paint that. The corpse cart is sort of one of those models where it's like, yeah, that's neat, but it's a lot of work. And I'm sure I could do a much better job, but for something that I bought used, it was already built, so I was kind of stuck with how I was going to be forced to paint it. I wanted to make it easier on myself. The ghouls were sort of the same deal. They're not as hard to paint, but they were already pre-built, so I didn't get to pick the bits. These guys here, though, I'm quite happy with how they turned out. I'm trying to get that to focus on that dude, but it won't. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm happy with this. As I said, this was just kind of a really quick job. These are the War Games Atlantic skeletons, and these are the ones I printed from Highland Miniatures. Same thing over here. I did do some multi-basing on the skeletons, but also a couple of these guys, and also the zombies. And that was to allow me to do some scenic work, where I gave them basically a 40mm base for 2 dudes that would normally fit 4. I'll still be able to fit in a couple things like some tombstones, and I'm going to be printing some coffins that I kind of want to give like a Ghosts and Goblins like coming out of the ground look. I'll see if I can pull that off. But it's something I have in my mind that I want to try. I just need to basically get the files prepped and print them. And also I'm going to find my water effects. I have a bottle of it I bought years ago. I don't know where I've stuck it, but if I can't find that, I'll figure something out. I'll probably just buy another little bottle because, again, I just want a very limited job, but I basically want to kind of get a spot. You can kind of see there's like this dead grass everywhere on these bases. I just want to get some water effects kind of in between that, so it's got a marshy look. I've sort of decided that maybe I want to make these guys like Hellfen, where Hellfen is sort of one of those like key vampire spots in the lore, with, you know, centuries or millennia of body dumping there. So we'll see. I gave everybody a really dirty look for that purpose. Again, which was also just to speed up the painting process. But overall, yeah, I'm really happy with this. Went with some green glow on the dogs, blue glow for the skeletons and the zombies, and red eyes for the ghouls. No real reasons other than I just wanted to kind of split it up and have different looks. Some of them I thought would look better with blue. Others I thought would be better with the green or the red. It was just sort of as I went. But yeah, just wanted to show off what I'd done. I mean, this is 1 week's work. This is contrast paints, dry brushes, and then technical paints like the Typhus Corrosion and the Nurgle's Rot, I think it's called. Things like that. And yeah, I hope that you guys have some comments that you want to share with me. That, you know, anything that you want to say, I would love to hear any feedback, basically. So thanks very much, and have a great day.